So Fostering Bulloch as an entity exists to share the love of Christ with children in crisis situations in real and tactile ways. The 7th Mile Farm specifically was built to host summer camps. It's an outdoor recreational facility that's meant to work with our kids in foster care in an intentional effort to build relationships in a very short period of time. Relationships that are meaningful and continue well after the 4 days of camp.
We do a lot of outreach to at-risk youth and our kids in foster care, but the main goal, of course, is to assist kids that are in foster care. Just want to bring them to a safe place where they're able to have like that time of peace and have fun and just be kids.
It's a production to put on that camp, how they do it, and just the things that they think of and everything that they put into investing in that camp supports us as foster parents and supports kids in foster care.
Everything is donation and volunteer based, even down to building the cabins. That's based off of donations, things that our kids need throughout camps. We want them to be here and we planned for them to be here. Even toiletry bags, we send them with shower gel, toothpaste and things like that. All of that stuff is donation based or stuff that we have to go out and buy. And we also need hands, just people helping to put that stuff together because it does take a village. We even have people that come out and help like clean the cabins when it's time to break them down and build them back up for the next camps because the camps are kind of back to back. So any type of assistance can help us.
Years ago, I had a friend that was doing foster care. And I said, how could you do that? You're gonna get so attached, you're gonna fall in love with these kids, and then they're gonna leave you heartbroken. I would never do anything like that. And then I flip it to me 3 years ago from now, and my response has been so different because if you are a person that thinks that you would get attached to children, then you'd probably make a really good foster parent. That's what these kids need, is they need people that are gonna be able to give them a healthy attachment, gonna be able to invest in their lives and just love on them. Being a foster parent is not the only aspect of foster care. There's so many different ways that people can get involved in foster care without actually being a foster parent. And so if maybe you're not feeling called to be a foster parent, what is a different way that you can get involved in foster care?
It was kind of mind-blowing, okay? Seeing these kids get off the bus, you can see that there's walls up. You can see that they're reserved. Not the typical excitement you would expect for kids showing up at camp. As we broke down those walls and we started talking to them, pouring into them, getting to know them, they started opening up to us and we started hearing their stories. Their stories is what really drove us to look at fostering. There was kids there that said they were in foster care for 8 years to 15 different homes, and they don't bother to learn anyone's names because they won't be around long enough. And just seeing the kids and the joy in their hearts and in their eyes and hearing their stories, some of them when they were leaving, they said, we could really tell this weekend you guys actually loved us.
And we just still feel very strongly we have so much love to give. And we have 4 biological children, and they range from almost 16 to almost 6.
I would joke around all the time saying I want 10 kids. So
I think it's a half joke. First thing we did was ask them, what do you think about us fostering, about us possibly adopting? And we had an immediate, unanimous, yes, let's do it.
This past summer, we proved that the model works. We proved that in a 4-day summer camp, we can build meaningful relationships that can carry on well after camp and that could potentially lead to adoptions that get kids out of foster care. So as the people who have been charged with the responsibility for this thing, we got 2 options. We can stand pat and say, look, we did a good job, we're gonna do that again next year. Or we can strive to do more of what we did next year in the hopes of getting 1 more kid out. So as we're building, we need everything soup to nuts on the construction side. Man, I need site work, to somebody to drive nails and shingles, and everything in between.
was it worth it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would do it 1,000,000 times again.
Absolutely. I'd do it all over again.
Never a doubt, absolutely. Any chance I get.
Yes. I say foster care journey is like a roller coaster, and it's ups and downs, but I would take that ride time and time again because the kids are worth it. And the joy that we're able to see in these kids and the things that they're learning and the things that they're able to teach us is the most worth it thing that we've ever done.
If we're successful in impacting the life of one kid, if you were that kid, would it be worth the effort? So I would contend it can't not be worth the effort. Now, do we need to continue to refine the way we're doing things to try to get more results out of the same effort? Sure, everybody does, right? But it's definitely worth the effort, man. It's absolutely worth the effort.